If you want to take your CapCut editing game to the next level, then these are shortcuts that you definitely should know on CapCut. Now, what the shortcuts will do for you is it will reduce your editing time and make your efficiency and your workflow even faster. Funny enough, these are the shortcuts that I use while editing my videos, and yes, I have decided to share them with you. The same way editors will say CapCut is not a complex editing tool, these shortcuts are also not complex editing shortcuts. They are just simple things that you definitely know in 1-2 seconds. That is if you're smart. Did I say seconds? Even in milliseconds, you'll be able to know them. Anyways, I'm sure this should be helpful if you're a returning viewer. And yes, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Samuel Favor and this is TECHLENSIVE. I teach CapCut editing tutorials, talk about AIs, and then a lot of other things. Anyways, let's head down into it. Alright, so the first shortcut we are going to be talking about is how you can be able to disable a clip. Now, let's take this clip for example. If we click on the clip, that is the video clip that was imported into the timeline, you can click on V to disable it and you can click on V to enable it. Now, clicking on V to disable it, if you disable it and you play the video,
paired with a diffuser so that the light will not be hard,
it means the video would not show. Then if you have a voiceover or a song below it, it is going to play. It is also almost the same thing like me deleting the clip, right? It is not there, but what if I play it, anything can happen, will happen. So that is it. So if I disable a clip, it is disabled, it would not show. And if I click on V again and enable the clip while the video is playing, it is going to show. So this is how you can be able to disable a clip quickly. And now where you use this disabling of clip is if you're editing a long video. Let's say you're editing a video that has like a lot of layers on them. Let me say if I want to see this video that is below, I can just disable this clip that is above. Let's say I want to disable this clip that I want to see the video that is playing below. If I click on the play button and I disable the clip that is above, I can see the video that is below, and if I click on V, I can enable it. And that is how the disable and enable button works. Now, the second shortcut is the delete key. Now, as I said, if you click on V, you're disabling it, meaning the video that is at the top layer, for you to see the one that is below, it is still there, but the thing is you cannot see it, you cannot preview it. If you export the video, it is not going to show. It's almost the same thing as if you deleted the video, but the thing is if you need it, you can click on V and still enable it. But with delete, you can be able to delete the video totally. And now the short key for my own delete on my laptop, for some people it can be D, for some people it can be X, and for some people it can be the delete button. But for me, mine is D. So if I click on D, the video disappears totally. And if I click on Ctrl Z, the video comes back. On a normal, on every laptop, Ctrl Z is to redo or undo what has already been done. If you're editing on an Android or on a Windows PC and you want access to premium CapCut features, TECHLENSIVE Media is currently offering CapCut Pro at an affordable price. You'll get access to premium effects, templates, transitions, and editing tools that will take your content to the next level. I've dropped the link in the description so that you can be able to access it, and below there you will see everything concerning the pricing and how you get access to it. Now, let's continue with the video. So, for transcripts, let us say this is a long video that you want to edit automatically. Now, this video has not been edited and it has a lot of pauses, and you don't want to start editing the video one by one. When I mean editing it one by one, you don't have the strength to start watching the video and cutting out all the pauses. All you just have to do is to right click on your mouse and then you go to transcript. What this transcript will do is it will analyze your video, identify all the pauses and everything that was on the video that will make the video a lot more harder for you to edit. This is more like using AI to edit the video. So what it will do is it will cut off all the parts of the video that is not needed, and then it will trim it to be easier for you to edit. So it will remove all the places that you had pauses, all the places that you did not talk, and it will show you the output. Now, as you can see from the outcome, these are places that I made pauses in the video. So I don't need to manually go and edit them. All I just have to do is to click on the delete icon, and you see my video has been shortened and I can quickly, easily edit the video. easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now this time around, I don't have to manually go to, let's take this clip for an example. I don't need to go to this place where there's a pause and now go and click B and then I go and delete it manually. No, what I can just do is I just use the transcript and I'll do it. Now another thing is how you can be able to cut your videos. Cutting your videos, what you just have to do is you click on a clip and you click on Ctrl B to cut a video. Now normally if you can decide not to use the Ctrl B, you can just press B on your keyboard and the cutting icon will come out. Then you take it to wherever you want to cut, click on it, and then you can be able to cut your video easily. Now the next thing I want to talk about is how you can be able to import a video easily. On a normal, if you want to take the normal process that CapCut gave us, you click on the import icon, then you now have to start going through the places where the video is. But the easiest way that you can be able to import a video is drag and drop. Now let me show you what I mean by drag and drop. I go to my icon, my timeline, and I drag a video and I put it into the timeline, and you see the video has appeared on the timeline. I don't need to go through all the long process of going to look for the video somewhere. Now another shortcut is how you can be able to make your clips a compound clip. You can just select all the clips you want, and on Windows you press Alternate G, but I'm using a MacBook, so it is Option G. And then this Option G, what it does is it puts all your clips and make it one clip, meaning it makes it a compound clip easily. Now the last but not the least is the favorites bar, and I would say it's a shortcut too, because you can be able to favorite any icon or any preset that you have choose from CapCut. Let's say you like this art, what you just do is you click on the favorite icon, and when next you want to use it, instead of you coming to look for it, now you can see there are a lot of things that are here. Let's say you even forgot where you chose the art from. What you can just do is you can put it on your favorite tab, and then you go to the yours icon and check for text templates or the effect templates. Now I do not have any effect template that I put as my favorite, but yeah, there are lots that are on my text templates. You can just go to your text template and search from the ones you've put on your favorite bar, and yeah, that is it. I'm sure this video was helpful and you have learned a few shortcuts that would help you while editing on your CapCut PC. If this video was helpful, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, share this with your editor friend that edits with just CapCut, and yeah, I will see you in my next video. And peace as always.